Okay.
My father passed away schwer. And after
Shvi is 1940.
1940, after the Hungarian came in 1941, before Pesach, the Hungarian, and they took away all the big people.
All the important people.
Ionka's father also,
Ionka's is Ari Fisher.
Arn Fisher.
He was a banker.
He was a banker. And that's and then I don't exactly know what time this was, but then the Hungarian, I forgot what the name was for the Hungarian regime, not SS. They were the Silashi. I remember their main, their, no, was Silashi.
Silashi was the guy, the man?
The guy who ordered everything for the...
This is before Horthy, at the time of Horthy?
The Horthy was the president, but and Silashi was the I will.
He carried out the Nazi orders.
That's right.
He was the Eichmann of Hungary.
That's right, but it will come to me.
Okay.
The name of the
Doesn't matter even. Go ahead.
So he ordered like this. They started in Novi Sad. Novi Sad is down from Petrosaur down by the Duna.
Right.
And they geschossen all the Jews in the Duna right away. The Duna was red.
Duna was red from the blood.
From the blood.
The Duna is the Danube,
Danube,
which is a pretty big river.
Yes. That goes to Novi Sad.
Right.
And the Tisa goes into the Duna.
Right.
That's by us, the Tisa.
Right.
I have to mention the Tisa also. And also Serbs. Not every Serb, but a lot of Serbs. And then...
A lot of Serbs what?
Killed
the Jews.
Killed and straight in the Duna. And then they started to come up straight with the Duna. Every little... Novi Sad was a big city. And then the cities, regular cities, in every city, they killed the Jews. And Serbs, certain Serbs.
The Serbs weren't killed, Serbs killed.
Also killed.
They were murderers.
Murdered.
Right.
No, they murdered.
They murdered the
Serbs.
Jews. They murdered the Serbs.
They murdered the Serbs also, not every Serb. Any Hungarian had something to say on a Serb, then they took him and
Killed him.
And Horthy asked him already in Novi Sad, he ordered not to kill, to stop killing. They only did what Szálasi. Nyilas. I knew it will come to me. It's like SS, like...
Nyilas was the Hungarian SS.
Yes. And Szálasi was there. Man. And they didn't...
They kept murdering.
They didn't care. They didn't care what Horthy said.
Right.
Kept murdering, and then up every city. And here is here is Staribaše, the biggest city, and then comes Baško Petrovo selo, and after Bačko Petrovac comes two little, and then Senta, a big Jewish city. So
Zenta.
Senta,
Zenta.
yeah, Zenta.
Yeah.
Before they arrived to Bačko Petrovac, we were already in Stari Bečej. Everybody in Tisa, in the Tisa, all the Jews. Was not so many Jews in
Stari
like in
Bečej.
Novi Sad, not in Stari Bečej, not in Pančevo,
Right.
but in Petrovac started already, and then more on Sabbath. So anyhow, when before they came to study, they were in Stari Bečej before they came to Bačko Petrovac, two richest people. They had a coach like a car with two
Horses.
and asked my mother to go out to the cemetery.
Who were
to say,
those?
tell them.
Who were those rich people?
With Kastiher. He wasn't alive. He was.
Who was the other one?
Was he still alive? Maybe he was. And the other one was somebody, a woman,
Okay.
another woman, who had no.
So they asked your
husband.
mother to come out with them
come.
to go where?
The next woman was a sister-in-law
Right.
to the very rich, and to come out to my father's grave, because they are here, and they do it. He don't listen to
Worthy.
or he asked them already a couple of times, and they do it shamelessly. My mother was still a young woman. She was 20 years younger than my father. She said, it's in the year my husband, that was her
Right.
kappa. My father passed away, not yet a year, but here is my daughter. She is the oldest, like me, and he liked her very much, loved her, and I let her go with you. So how old was I? 18? I was not 18,
Right.
17 and a half. And I went with them. And we cried and we said, tell him, and we cried and we said, tell him, and they again cried and said, tell him. And only by my father's grave. I don't remember any other grave. And then we came home. The next day they came. Here's from the station, they came from the station, and you can see them coming. The neighbor had a girl, a daughter, approximately my age, and she said, they're coming already, they're coming. She was a Hungarian girl. They're coming, look, they're coming with a whole attire. And they came
What did she mean by that?
like with
A gun.
guns on their shoulder.
What did she mean by saying that?
What she mean? She said they don't think that they think of you. No, they do what they have to do, but you are not among them. That was her words, and we knew what we'll be doing. That was that day, and the next day we didn't see them, we didn't hear them, we didn't know where they disappeared. Maybe my mother knew. I didn't hear anything, just that Baruch Hashem, we are free.
And this was 1940 or 41?
41.
Right.
They came in Pesach, before Pesach,
Right.
41, and this was after Pesach. It
And
was
then it
still
was-
in the year.
And then it was quiet for the next 3 years?
It was not exactly quiet, because they took away the biggest.
Right, they
That
took
was
away the important people.
the important people, but I also I had two brothers after me, and
Who was that?
Shloime Yitzhak Isaac, and Cheskel Yisrochel Dov, he named after the Belzer Rebbe, and they davened in our shul. We had a shul, yeah, in Beis HaMedrash. Once when they took away Fisher also, and a lot of people, Haidushka, maybe Kashti heard, from the big shul, from the Große Shul. And then they came to the Beis HaMedrash to us, but somebody from the big shul was running to us, telling that we should
Run away.
run away because they're coming. When they arrived, nobody was in the shul, and they took my two brothers. How old are they? They were after me. I was
they were 16
17 and a half.
They were 16 and 15 maybe.
Maybe. No, not 1.5 years was among
Right.
everyone. Took them and they panicked them.
Beat them.
I don't know what, but I do remember. I don't know what they did, but they did a lot. But I do remember very, very much. They gave them salt water to drink, to tell who came into
The shul to tell them.
to tell that the shul should go home.
Why did they stay there? If they were told to run, why did your brothers stay?
This was our house. The shul was
They
connected with the-
came into the house to take him.
Yeah. Oh, they had no problem. No
Right.
problem with this. And they gave them salt water, not plain salt water, but they didn't.
They didn't tell who did it.
No.
And they didn't kill them.
No. At that time, no, not. And that was before this killing. I think it was still before the killing. Let me think of course. Why am I so sure?
Whatever, they stopped, it doesn't matter. They
Yeah,
came
it
and they
doesn't
did it.
They did that.
And then after that it was reasonably quiet for you. Life continued a little bit like normal to some degree.
It was never too normal, never normal, but they didn't kill so
The killings
much.
continued between then and 1944 as well. 1942, 43, there was still killings and murders.
It must have been.
Okay, then 1944 came.
And then came 1944 April, if I can remember
Right.
right. They marched in Budapest.
You knew they were coming?
We did.
They'd already come to other cities nearby?
I don't remember that.
It wasn't a surprise. You knew they were coming.
No, it was not.
And no one thought about running away? Did anybody know what they were doing?
There are nowhere to run. Nobody. Where in Europe? Where could you run? Nowhere. You can go to take a helicopter and go, or take an aeroplane and go to America. That was impossible.
And to run to the forest, to
Impossible.
run anywhere, you couldn't run anywhere?
In Poland, and in Yugoslavia, they did it by us, but down, not we were up or
Right.
north, and not exactly north, a little bit in that, but down in Dubrovnik, that
Right.
area. Of course, they had the
But in your
partisans.
but in your little shtetl, there was no partisans at that
No
time.
partisan. It was partisan correspondence under that they say under were under no, I don't know what exactly how to
Say in Yiddish.
say it. Not Yiddish, Hungarian.
Ah.
Föld alatti, interirdische, yes, interirdische Berechtung. That was the partisans.
Right. Okay. So then they came in 44.
But
they took you
not
away.
fighters. That
No, I
were
understand.
Too little people to fight.
So you were taken away with the family.
Yes,
And how were you taken away?
to go back to that by
How long were you in the shul?
the shul 1 week.
1 week. And then they.
It was a disaster. In a small room, so many people. It was full of
Could people go out to the bathroom outside? Were they allowed to go out to the
Yes.
bathroom?
in the yes
In the courtyard or
in
whatever?
the courtyard, yes,
So then you were taken away,
yeah.
and how did they take
Of
you?
course, Shabbos. They did most things in Shabbos and in Yom Tov.
Well, they came to take people on Shabbos and Yom Tov. They knew when to come.
Yes, and we to Szeged
How'd they take you? In what? In a train? In wagons?
wagons, but not people wagons.
Animal wagons?
That's right. No seats, no on the floor. And it was closed, at least.
Cold?
It was cold, of course it was cold. My sister was sick. I had to watch her. My mother had still a 5-year-old baby.
Right.
And
And you had a baby of what, 10 days? 18 days?
then yes. And
So you went to Szeged,
yes,
and
and they in the beginning. This is what I don't remember. It was in the beginning or by the end for 4 weeks. If it, I mean, we were in Szeged approximately 4 weeks. I'm not sure.
right.
But what I don't remember is this: when they took me in the sanatorium. Was it when we arrived in the beginning or by the end?
Okay.
I think in the beginning, because with the end I was with them. It was a disaster. The swines.
Sanatorium is what?
Sanatorium is like a private hospital.
Yeah, and there were swines. What do you mean?
No. Then they took me. It must be in the beginning, because then they took me where my mother was and the whole family, and that was in a swine where the swines used to be. How do you say?
Pigsty.
This stall. Yeah.
Pigsty.
Pigs. Yes.
That's where they were?
Yeah. Yes. Called. I cannot even.
Your mother and
remember.
the family and all the
My
Jews were
mother
there.
and the family and all the Jews.
And they brought you back from the sanatorium,
Yes.
and then they began the trip to.
To Auschwitz.
Okay.
Not right away. I was there for a couple of days. because if I remember right, 4 weeks. We have been in the ghetto 4 weeks.
And then?
And then they took us, of course, Shabbos, wagoned us again in
In a wagon?
a wagon.
An animal wagon?
That's right. I'm sorry, I don't remember
Doesn't
how
matter.
many days, but I have to take a look in a 200-year calendar, but my husband had that.
Right.
And I don't know where it disappeared. The second day, Schwiers.
Wait, how long was the
We
trip? How
arrived.
long was the trip?
That's what I wanted to say.
It wasn't
if they
one.
were even taught Shabbos, if they
It
took
wasn't
us
one.
in
It
Shabbos,
wasn't one day.
it was no, approximately 1 week,
A week.
approximately.
Traveling during the day and resting at night, or just traveling the whole time? They didn't let you out of the wagon ever.
Yes, once a day.
Once a day you got out of the wagon, just to go to the bathroom or to lie down.
Yes, but you go bathroom, yes, and then in the forest.
And then you went back into the wagon,
Yes,
and it
they
continued.
watched us, and they watched us.
There were soldiers there,
Yes.
and they went by day and by night. You traveled. So you slept in the
I
wagon,
cannot exactly. Yeah, we slept in the
in an
wagon.
open wagon.
No, that was in the closed wagon. Closed.
Okay, and you came to
Open
Auschwitz.
wagon was already a year later in Lager.
So you came to Auschwitz,
Not even a year, 3/4 year, in the winter,
right?
in January.
January 45.
And,
So now you came to Auschwitz in early May,
yes, in early June.
early June, early June,
And the second day of Auschwitz.
second
we
issue
arrived.
was, right?
And we ran out from the wagons.
Big lines,
Huh?
big lines.
Yes. But before the lines, there were Polish couples who were there already 5 years. And I had such a nice one inside. I said, I have no diaper. I was confused. I didn't take the diapers. He said, they will give you diapers, just take the baby. When I went down from the wagon, whatever
Yeah, the wagon.
wagon, another Polish couple was there. And it was not far from, no, he also said something. Then we went closer and closer to Mengele.
You were with your mother and your family?
Yes, but when we stand in the line, my mother was with her little children, and my grandmother was there,
Your mother's mother.
and she had still food with herself, and almost close to Mengele. One of the Polish couples stand by the wagon to hold the line in line. And he said, I will never forget his face. Geba hindis kind för alltiden. But how he said, I will never forget that. It's such a Rahmonistic face that my grandmother put down the food and took away my baby, and Mengele saw it. Mengele saw it, and his face was like, I don't know what to say. I have
Angry?
nothing. No, he was happy.
Mengele was happy? Happy for what?
I don't know. That's why I'm saying I cannot find the expression because he was a sadist and he saw that the old lady took away my baby, and then I came to Mengele right away. Mengele was there with his stick, and I told him, "This is my baby," a German. And he cannot say.
What did he do? He picked up the stick and hit you?
He didn't hit me, but almost. And my mother saw it. Now my mother was before me. And she looked back. My mother was on the other side, on the left side. And she saw it and she did like this. There's a guy. And then I went without the baby.
Which side? To the right?
And then, right.
He
yes.
told you to go to the right?
Yes. Stick. But no, he didn't hit me, but almost. If I wouldn't go, my mother. And then my grandmother after me, again to the left.
And where was your sister, Leah?
And my sister was also close to me,
She was sent to the right with you.
the right with me. And when we asked them, then we met girls, couples, Polish couples, and Slovak, also from Slovakia, and asked them, tell us, where is my baby, where is my mother, where is my family, where is our family? And they showed, they said, do you see, this is the Kalmen, this is the royal. The Yiddish, they spoke Yiddish. This is not the royal. That was a chimney.
These were Jewish girls?
Jewish girls. A chimney, and the royal was coming. The
Smoke? You see the
was
chimney and smoke?
Coming, yeah. Dort sind sie. And we said to each other, why are they saying this to us? Why? Could you believe that? I didn't know in advance that it goes like this. Then we went in.
Where was the rest of your brothers and sisters? Why was it only you and Leah that went there?
Because then the seven.
Mengele sent the boys also?
No, that
Where-
I don't know.
where were your
that
brothers?
I don't know. My brothers were, let's say, 100 feet away.
And
I
you
saw
don't,
them.
And you don't know if they went to your side
But
or
I
to the
have
other
no
side?
idea. It must be that somebody else was, or later. I don't know. Maybe somebody will
You
know.
never saw or heard from them again?
Never saw anybody. No, I had another sister.
Fegerache.
Fegerache.
And she came with you.
Yes, she also came with us. And then we went in a room and we thought this is gas what's coming from the,
Why did you think it's gas?
because that we know already, but I don't know.
Right.
Maybe somebody
Told you.
told us. And then came one lager, another lager, and then Mengele and standing in the cold, the winter, in one dress and one jacket, no, just a small jacket and a dress, and standing hours till it was sail up and then going to work. That was already better when we went to work. Really better.
Now, Mengele did the checkups every day?
Then Angela came again once. No, every day no. The SS.
But I have a question to you. You were sick with what they thought was typhus when you were a teenager, and one of your feet was in a cast for a year or two. So one of your legs was very, very thin.
Yes.
So didn't they make you pick up your dresses and see if you were fit for work?
No.
Didn't they check your legs to see if you were fit for work or not in the morning?
Angela let me go to the right. And I wasn't sick over there. And they didn't take me in the hospital. They didn't care. No.
They didn't check every day looking at you.
They checked only if you are here. If everybody is here. In the coldest winter, we took showers. What showers? My God.
They made you take showers.
No, only if you want. We wanted.
How often did you shower?
Every day.
When? After work? Before work?
In the morning, before standing still up.
So you stood outside wet?
This is one thing I don't remember.
You didn't have towels.
I don't remember. Maybe somebody will remember. I don't remember.
So
but
and
one thing I do remember. What was the question?
everybody showered?
No, that was next. One thing I do remember. Whoever took showers had a chance to stay
To live.
alive. Whoever didn't, nobody.
Nobody survived.
Nobody survived. That we realized. But we didn't take the shower because of that. We didn't know in advance. We just took the shower because we wanted to. But it was in a barn where the how do you say, the field?
The horses.
The horses, yeah, used to drink the water. Big sinks,
Troughs.
big
Troughs.
sinks, I don't know what. That was the shower.
Yeah.
That was the shower. Cold water. Yes. And we did it.
And what they give you to
It
eat?
was times when we thought it should be, it's so cold it is, but we,
And what did you eat?
then they gave a black coffee with a slice of bread, dark bread. That was the breakfast. We ate standing still up.
Standing straight up.
Standing in the
In line.
line. They gave the black coffee and the
And a bread.
bread.
And on that you worked all day. And when did you
Yes,
get
when
your
we
when did you
worked-
get your next meal?
When we worked already, at night, when we worked already, it was good.
And if you went through the day and then you got what'd you get at night? Another coffee and bread or what?
No, at night a soup and bread. And when it was a special day, then in the soup was some meat, but we didn't eat. And then we heard it was
Horse meat.
Horse meat. And then another special day we got the cheeses that smelled miles away, and girls gave us their portion bread,
You switched bread for cheese.
because they liked it. They said this is the best. It has more. It's more. They liked it, and we didn't. And what can I tell you? Once a girl, once we came home from work, everybody was in round. Usually, everybody stayed
In a straight line.
straight lines. We never saw this.
Everybody standing in a circle.
Circle. We went through one lager, and then because we were workers, we had another, the next lager. And we see so standing in circle. What is this? Again, something new. Then when we arrived in our lager, they said somebody is missing. And they're going to shoot every 10th girl.
Including you, or just that group?
Every 10th girl.
But you were not amongst those girls standing in the circle.
I did. I also said.
They put you in the circle?
Everybody who came home, if the circle was not full, then they made another circle. We went in a circle, yes. And nobody knew who is the 10th because it was a circle. That's why they made the circle. So we were standing after work, I don't know how long. No eat, no food, nothing. Always. 2 SS, big guys, are coming with a beautiful blonde girl. The hand like back. I don't know how to.
They tied her hands behind her head.
Yes, but this way. You know,
Yes.
She was holding her head like a queen, like she would. Unbelievable! I would never forget this girl.
Had you seen her before?
Never. She was in a house. Somebody, yeah.
She escaped.
Yes, she did. In a Polish house, they found her close to the lager. It's beautiful. How she felt like. And then, the Dafke did it. We must have done to her some wrong because we heard her crying. We went with her in the crematorium, and we heard her crying, and then a couple of minutes later, maybe even more, big flame came down from the chimney.
They put her to death single-handedly. She had a special crematorium just for her.
No, in the regular crematorium. But the regular crematorium was working almost day and night, but what came out from there, it was the smoke till then. First time we saw
flame go shooting up. And then they let everybody get out of the circle.
Then I don't remember anything anymore.
Right.
And don't remember if they gave us to eat or...
And your sister Leah, Malki's mother, was very sick at one point.
That was before. This was after. No. Yes, this was in Auschwitz. Then we went. Then it's in Auschwitz. I have a whole story, but it's
about what?
From one lager to the other, and working here and working there, and getting patch.
Who patched you?
SS because I didn't hold something. I had to do something with.
You were working with armaments?
This was a different time. That's why I say we worked at 3 places with the armaments, and then in a big garden.
And what were you were holding some kind of...
Yes, I didn't know how to hold it and put it on the car. It was already other Flüchtlingen did it already, finished it, and we had to put it on the car. I didn't hold it right. Just such a patch.
He just hit you in with what? With his hand? Bare hand?
Yes, with his hand, yes. And then another time I got it also.
And so what happened? You fall down and that's it?
I don't remember what. I didn't remember what was after that. After that, don't remember. And then I went home with the rest of them.
And how did Babale get sick?
That was in Bergen-Belsen. So we went to Bergen-Belsen.
That was already in Bergen-Belsen she was sick?
This was in Auschwitz, yeah.
So in Auschwitz you were there till January 1945?
Must be, because we went 11 days in open way.